Button. Let's rock and roll. What's up, pop?
What up, kid?
What's happening?
It is Saturday.
At the shop.
We're Saturday at the shop. We've been up for a while.
Yeah, we went to Stitch Fix, so let's just go ahead and talk.
Wow.
Let's just go ahead and not talk about it because it would take too long. It would be uninteresting.
Yeah.
But we should say thank you to AJ, Junior Soul Train.
Of course, the guy sets it up so that we're able to go in and basically do legal stealing.
Yeah, I mean, we paid a little bit for everything we
Yeah.
stole.
Yeah.
But it's almost like theft for a cause. Ourselves, we're the cause.
We're the cause, right? And
Let's do something here real quick.
Yeah.
Why don't you hit some people with the headlines?
all right, let's do that.
You
You
good with
ready?
that?
Got your gonger? Here we go.
3, 2, 1. On today's show, we have
Our virtual humidor assistant. Introducing new cigars to the humidor. Double tap weekend to kick off February. Bad Words returns this week. I can't wait.
Yeah, I've really been missing that. What's up, Marty Upton? Hit that share button. Let's start getting the call out there. Let's throw the bat signal for Saturday at the shop. I have a feeling throughout this show we're going to have either no one walk in, or
Yeah.
we're going to have everyone that was at the Stitch Fix sale come in,
Yeah.
and then it's going to be a party by the end of the show.
Yeah, I mean, we were standing in line early to get to this event. I'm sure it started to look like a conspiracy because everybody from ICC all started coming in and just kind of cutting in line. And I'm sure everybody behind us was upset that 70 people all seemed to stand around. Although I will say this, for the largest group of ICC customers and members in one location, none of them were smoking a cigar.
Not
No,
one.
I've never seen that many all together in one place without a cigar doing something.
Yeah, it didn't feel right
Yeah.
for a second there. It did not feel right. All right, I need some help figuring out what I'm going to smoke this morning.
Pennington has Jesus Toes on the way, said he was overwhelmed. Our own Josh Sims had a panic attack in the aisle because he didn't know where to start, the shoes or the shirts. It was incredible.
Which
Anyway,
one of these do I need to smoke this morning?
well, do you want to have, you want to come in strong, or do you want to come in with a little German engineer?
You know
kinda
what?
Come in chill.
I'm going German this morning. And I think it's a little bit in preparation because we've got a double tap weekend coming up this week.
Yeah, for sure.
And it's going to be a very exciting one. It's going to be one that has brand owner will be visiting us. We've got an event we have First Friday rolling up.
First Friday.
But I'm going to smoke the German engineered round sight, my tried and true staple for this year. Last year it was always Zulu, Connecticut,
Zulu, Connecticut.
which is still awesome. But I have now moved to everything round sight all day, every day.
Yeah. I'm smoking the Cigar. Is it called Bosphorus?
I think so.
Yeah. So, new to the humidor this week. It is a cigar that made it through our testing evaluation process. They are now in the house. Tim Oziger his family was the O in CAO, and now he's doing his own thing.
He's got a little boutique brand again.
Got a little boutique brand.
Good morning, Kayla Parker. What's up, Gary Morris? Yeah, I'm going to go round
By the
sight.
way, that's a good reminder. If you're coming to us from a foreign country like Chicago, let us know, and we will say good morning to you in your native tongue. Speaking of that, I guess some niece and her husband are coming in from Chicago today, and they canceled their early flight because of the horrible weather in Dallas. Doesn't that sound
You're
like
kidding
some
me.
bullshit airline scam?
You're
thing
kidding
going-
me.
No.
The bad weather now?
Yeah, there was going to be severe thunderstorms at 9 o'clock this morning.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I think the door fell off and they were just using weather as an excuse.
Completely valid.
Mm-hmm.
Completely and totally valid. Okay, so that's what you're running. You run Bosphorus this morning.
Yeah.
Osgener. That is, by the way, one of the new cigar lines to the humidor.
Yeah,
We might as well just talk cigars right away.
let's do it.
The other one that came in, if you're walking in going, hey, what's new? You're going to see a couple things. You'll see the Osgeners, and you're also going to see the Le Pâtissier. This is a Crown Heads creation,
Yep.
utilizing broadleaf tobacco, and it's big, it's rich, it's full, it's got like a little saltiness to it as weird as that sounds.
It does.
But if you want something with high nicotine, a lot of flavor, but still leaves your palate very clean at the end.
This is basically calling all Liga smokers, calling all Foundation Tabernacle smokers. This is a cigar that you've got to try. It is a lot less aggressive on your palate. It still has, while it has Connecticut broadleaf, which is virtually impossible to find, but because Drew Estate basically buys it all for the Ligas, this does have a double whack of Esteli Ligero.
That's why it's so strong.
Yep. So it is Connecticut broadleaf. Can't remember the binder. I want to say it was San Andreas. Might be wrong there. But it is loaded with Nicaraguan tobacco, including Esteli Ligero.
And for those of you who have come into the humidor and seen that Crux has been off the shelves, Crux are back on the shelves. One of
Big
which
time.
is the number 5 cigar of the year, which is the Crux Epicure Habano. Of course, number 5 on the only list that matters, which is ours.
Yep. Josh Sims' favorite cigar is back in
like-
stock. Fat Bottom Betty.
Fat
Yeah,
Bottom Betty.
they're all the Fat Bottoms and their sisters are all in the house now. There's about 5 of them.
Let me ask you a question by way of
Might as well.
by way of Brad. Any Drew Estate M81s?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. We've got them.
Yeah.
We're ready for you. The humidor's looking good. Once the holiday funk of all of December of factories shutting down,
Yeah.
then they get back to work. This is always the rhythm in which it hits.
Yeah, one of the beautiful things about paying to have a house,
So, Sean.
paying to have a house and or a business in Frisco, which we pay a lot of money to be able to do those two things.
What's up, Oliver?
We get to pay 3% on our whatever inventory you have on December 31st. You get to pay 3% and just more tax.
Yeah.
So we have a tendency to let that run down.
Quick math. How much is 3% of the $12,000 box of vintage that we have?
That is $360.
We've had that long enough that I feel like even if we sell the whole box, maybe we've paid it all in taxes, so there's nothing to be made. Is that a fair assessment?
That's a fair assessment.
Nice.
Yep.
Oliver, speaking of Oliver, Adame back in.
Adame back in, and more. Actually, for our Alfonso fans, our friend Oliver informed us that we're getting 5 boxes of number 3s soon.
Okay.
Yeah. And
Okay,
and
I'm
some
good with
4s
that.
and 5s and 1s and some Adames and some other stuff.
Just keep a stock. Let's go.
Talk about, even though it's not on the list last night, talk about being a cigar nerd.
Okay, so maybe you can give an idea of what it is and what that was.
Sure.
And the success of it. I would like to talk about the difference between, there's a little Cigar 101 element to this, which is what is the difference between an entry level, a very good everyday smoke, and a top shelf?
Yeah.
I would like to talk
Yeah,
about
so the long story short is I'm having a conversation with one of our longtime customers and friends, and he's
Who's
like,
dead to us 'cause he
he's
didn't
dead
show
to
up.
us because he didn't show up last night, and it was all part of our conversations created this event last night. But basically, he said, "Look, I smoke Adabes, I smoke Byrons, I smoke Opus X, I smoke God of Fire, and then I smoked this this Definition cigar Genesis." That was about a third of the price. Is it just me, or I don't really know enough about cigars and what I'm supposed to be tasting that seemed to be really good? I said, well, first of all, it's really good. But if you ever want to just sit down and just nerd out on cigars, let's do it. He goes, perfect. Let's do it on Friday night, 7 o'clock. Perfect.
Great, let's
Asshole
make it
doesn't
of it.
show up. I hope he's watching. I know Kayla's watching. You're both dead to me. So
Easy.
anyway, I think you said it
I
first.
know, but I said it differently than you said it. You
I
said
wanna-
it like you meant it.
I mean shit when I say it.
I was just kind of, showing it for a little show
Yeah.
there.
So anyway, I love the repeat because I'm coming in hard.
Yeah, you saw how aggressive you were.
Yeah.
Here's what we found out last night is we smoked an Accomplice white label Robusto.
And because they're watching, let's say it might have been the greatest event we've ever had at ICC.
It was cool. The Four Franks boys, we had all of us that were sitting around. Willie was there. AJ was
$300 bottle
there.
of tequila probably didn't hurt.
It was really. Oh,
He's
Kayla-
like, and this is
Kayla's
not my
there.
fault. No, ma'am, you are the reason. I was told. I wait till this starts. This like internal
Let's
fight.
just go
I
ahead.
think there's plates being thrown at each other right now.
Let's keep moving.
Okay.
We smoked the Accomplice white label, $6 and some change. We smoked the El Enemigo by Gran Habano with Davidoff, 15-ish.
Yep.
And then we smoked an Atabey Duendes.
Yep.
Here's what I learned last night, is when you're talking cigar nerd stuff,
Yeah.
it makes sense to talk about what is a note, what is the flavor, what is the difference, what is the
What
complexity
makes it
difference.
strong at the beginning and not the end, and all those things. Yeah.
That only worked with the first two cigars. Because
Exactly.
once we lit the Atabey, all of a sudden, nothing else about the cigar nerdiness made any sense.
And why was that? Because all of a sudden it became.
What's up, trader?
We're having these conversations about where the tobacco is positioned in the cigar, and what a double binder does on an Atabey, and we're talking about all these things. And then all of a sudden you light up the Atabey, and your first question is, so what music did you grow up with? So and all of a sudden, what
What's
was
your
your
favorite cigar experience?
What's your favorite cigar experience? It just turned into a whole different thing.
Yeah.
It was just absolutely incredible.
I just absolutely enjoyed yesterday in the evening. We're going to do that more often. Let's just put it that way.
We have to do it more often, but I would like to add the twist, which I'm going to give you 100% of the credit for this idea, but I would like to add to the nerdiness is everybody bring in 2 cigars. One from their humidor, that is a cigar that you're saving for the special occasion.
Jesus toes. Let's go.
Perfect.
Don't eat that yet.
So, one is the cigar that you have been storing, waiting for that special day. The other cigar is at the same level of specialness that can be swapped with somebody else.
Yeah. I think we're onto something here.
Yeah.
We'll dress nice, we'll take it serious, and just watch what happens in the lounge when you smoke something special. I think it was even more affirmed how great that would be last night. It was a blast.
No doubt about it. And then to be able to make that connection, and maybe we blind draw a name on who you're going to exchange the cigar with, so everybody doesn't just give it to me.
Right.
You know.
Like
So-
what? Yeah, like White Elephant. Yeah, we could call it like Brown something. We'll find something out there.
Brown Cigar Exchange or something.
Maybe we just call it Cigar Exchange.
Cigar Exchange.
Okay, that's
But,
fine.
but
What's
we'll
up, Mark
include
Sheeran?
some nerding out on that process as well. So anyway,
Sean-
long story short, and by the way, we have a room that's almost done. That would be perfect to house that in. The parlor.
Yeah. Yep. Sean O'Connor said, "Can I get an invite?" I know who Sean runs with.
Uh-huh.
He's getting an invite. He has access to some stuff we don't have access to. So yes, we'll figure out when that is, and then we'll let it run. I don't want to talk necessarily on the Cavalier side that we were talking about, and go for. I don't want to.
No, but we can thank Brian Matola, Vice President of Cavalier, for coming in.
Yes.
Along with, of course, Brad Fisher, staple here. But we had some really exciting conversations with Cavalier about taking events to a very, very high level.
Yeah.
Super excited about that.
It's going to be a repeat plus some on an event we've only done once, but that's going to be coming a little bit later this year. What else do we have going on?
And let me just add this. It is so cool to see somebody that's Brian's been in the business forever. He was vice president at Illusione for a long time, but been in the industry forever. Been dealing with retailers from sea to shining sea. Has seen it all, but he's a very creative soul, and he's one of these guys that when you throw out an event idea that's at the scale that we were talking about, it's almost like, where have you been all my life?
Yeah.
He's so excited because he's having a conversation with somebody that's talking about something more than standing a rep at the front door going, hey, buy 3, get 1 free. So he's excited.
He's excited.
Yeah.
And a lot of the work goes to the factory for this. This one's going to be a heavy one. Let's talk specifically this week, this weekend. First Friday, curated collection on Friday. Ticket link is live today. Then on Saturday, we have Oliver Nichols of German Engineered Cigars coming in from Germany to come hang out with us.
What, nothing else to do.
1, 2, rock
Yeah.
and roll.
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome. And by the way, I understand where the curated cigar came from, but this week you guys released some AI freaking system that
wasn't AI. That was hand built, brother.
the hand built by intelligent asshole. Oh
Yeah, that's
AI
right.
asshole intelligence. So anyway, have you guys seen the link? Have you guys clicked on it? Have you allowed the computer to tell you which pack, mystery pack, you should buy?
Yes, so let me take this a step back.
Yeah, do it.
We launched this week 2 things. One is the palette finder. And the palette finder, which is, if you're on Facebook, it's in the comments there to click that. But what that is it will put you in our humidor wherever you are in the world. It's going to ask you the same questions we ask you in the humidor to identify what your palette is.
Yep.
You're going to run through this. It only takes about 45 seconds.
Right.
Once you get through with it, it's going to drop you into our new curated collection. Now, this is great because there are 5 different packs. A couple of them are strength driven. A couple of them have to do with where you're at in the cigar journey, and one is just based solely on price. And these curated 5 packs have completely different cigars in them, and they're going to match specifically for your palate.
Yep.
How that translates to this first Friday is one of the kits is called Mr. Smooth. Mr. Smooth, Ultra Smooth. It might not be just super mild cigars, but something that is just extra smooth. So each one of Busy's little sets is going to be driven around those
Very
different
cool.
curated packs. Mr. Smooth, then we got the 40 pack, which is actually a 40 of malt liquor in a brown bag flipping you off.
Okay.
I think it's cute, a little
Yeah.
cheesy, but
Yeah,
I love it anyways.
I like it.
Then you have the Masochist pack, which I'm gonna have to make sure we don't get too intense on that
Yeah.
set. Yeah, maybe some Metallica or classic rock would be good. Throw in some Aussie. And then inside there you've got the Futurist, which is for the palates that are just there, they're alive, you want to grow it. And then the Semi-Aficionado, which is just people who don't take it too serious and want just a damn good cigar.
Yeah.
So
I love it.
Those
And the beauty of it is they're not going to know what it is till they open the pack.
That's right.
We have picked it just like if you would have walked in the store and said, I'm looking for some cigars.
And they all sit in kind of the $40 to $60 range. So it's
For how many cigars?
5 cigars.
Oh, get out of here.
And that will continuously grow. So make sure to check out that palette finder. We're going to build on that platform so we can give you more and more information. Whether you're buying from us, which we appreciate, or if you're sitting in some lounge somewhere else and you've got to figure out how do I tell them what I want to smoke.
Yeah.
So it
Yeah.
will help you anyway.
We're helping America.
We're doing our best, trying
Yeah.
to make cigars cool again. So
They are cool. And that's what the kids of America need to know. Smoking cigars is cool.
yeah,
Not
listen
the
up,
real, not
kids.
the young kids.
Oh, not like kids?
No, clearly not. None of them are watching this show, but I think that there is a group, and we're starting to see more of these late 20s, early 30s guys coming in. They're all kids to me now, but seeing this younger group of guys coming in, it's awesome.
Yeah.
And they want to learn. I mean, it's very, very cool.
So we have, that's First Friday. Then we have Oliver Nichols. Let's make him feel at home, which we always do and
Yeah.
always will. Then we go into Tuesday. What do we got?
Bad Words Podcast is back, and we're kicking off 2024 with one of our favorite people, Steve Miller. No, not the one from Steve Miller Band. I knew that's what you were going to ask. But Steve Miller, who, yes, if you were into 70s punk rock, that's him.
Yeah, that's the Steve Miller.
That's Steve Miller.
Yeah.
But he's also the editor for Cigar Snob magazine, and just a journalist that has traveled the world and just has amazing stories.
God, he's very intelligent. He's very humble,
Very.
kind of quiet. We got to loosen him up on the pre-pro. I don't know if he's going to be doing the smelling salts, but he might. He's got a punk rock background.
He does, yeah. Yeah.
But I'm looking forward to this. That's Tuesday. That'll go live at, what time do we usually go live there? 8:30 Central Standard Time, run about 90 minutes. That will be live on Rumble and then released on all platforms the next day for your just listening needs.
Mark Sheeran, who's a trendsetter, would like a sampler of the sampler packs.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Like one of each.
Nice.
We could do that.
He's cutting edge.
We could cut all of them in fifths. And then he could get 5/5.
Yeah, look like little Rolos. Speaking of cool kits,
Yes. Okay, good. Yeah, let's cap it.
how did that work out? In the house right now is the Freestyle Pack from Drew Estates. What is that? Thanks for asking. The Freestyle Pack is a way that Drew Estates announces new cigars, and they have this huge cult following, right? Everybody from Acids to Josh's favorite cigar to Ligas, right? They got the whole spectrum covered, but they have this massive following. So when they do a release, they do what's called a freestyle event. The freestyle event is an online event where they provide, where they talk about a new cigar that they're going to release. So they actually show the cigar prior to showing retailers at the trade show. So what they did they did a package last year, and once the city kind of found out we had them, they went crazy for them. So this is something that not only are
cool.
people that are into the early adopters of cigars or want to be able to see what's happening before they happen, they are also they're getting an opportunity to get this cigar that will not be shown until the trade show, which is next week.
How much is this pack?
It's $45.
For 3 cigars, a cutter and a lighter, and then
3
like
cigars,
a leash thing?
a cigar that's pre-production at this point, a great heavy cutter.
That is
You get
nice.
this, I love these pen style lighters. So it comes with the lighter. It comes with something, I guess you can hang cats with that.
Yep.
So I'm
Cat
liking,
hanger.
I love that.
Love the idea.
And, but then you get those 3 cigars.
That's
And-
$45.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
And our members are getting it at like $38. So we've got, I think, we started with 20 yesterday. I'm not sure how many we have because I think word got out. But that is the cigar, and then they're going to be announcing it at the trade show at PCA, not at the TPE show that's going on this weekend. At the PCA show is when retailers will first see what this cigar is actually going to be branded as. It could be an Undercrown, it could be a Liga. You don't know.
I'm
It's
excited.
got a mystery band on it. So anyway, if you're a Drew Estates collector, if you like good value, if you want to try something before anybody else, we've got the kits.
Sweet.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
I
that's,
paid $30 for the lighter.
yeah, I mean, that really, I'm not dicking around here. That's a great value for that. And that cutter is really nice. It's got good weight to it. It's got the little holder on there. Let's cap it off with a little bit of good news that happened this week.
Yes.
And yesterday. So for those of you who have been following us through this journey, yesterday we secured approval on our final electrical inspection. We had plumbing inspection that came yesterday, and there was literally one thing we have to do is just cut PVC pipes to the same height.
Yep.
And then plumbing will pass. And then we have our health inspector, which we have like 2 or 3, like, seal this, do this.
Yeah, put some caulk here.
Like 5 minutes worth of work on a couple of these tasks.
Yep.
So we're getting to finals, then we have final fire inspection, then we go for CO. Then start paying attention. Really start paying attention.
It's I'll tell you what, some of the stuff that's even going on right now where they're putting the tin up on the ceilings and stuff, it looks amazing. It sounds amazing. Sound is incredible.
Are you talking the speakers? It sounded good.
It sounds so good.
Yeah. So we are getting there, and when we say we're getting there, I mean we are getting there. So
It was so cool to see Brian literally go from room to room. And the last time he was here, that was just a gutted shell. It was just a shell. And then he came in and he saw this, and then going into each of the existing lounges, the new Atabay private lounge, this lounge, and he
Yeah.
just literally just stops and just like, wow. So we're wowing guys that saw it before, and it's amazing.
It's getting fun again.
It is getting fun again.
Definitely getting fun. So with that, we're gonna go have some fun for this weekend. Come in, grab a stick, join us. Stay out of the damp and
Yeah, apparently
weather.
severe thunderstorms
Severe
or
something,
It's
whatever.
canceling flights all over the place.
feels good in here.
It does.
All right, Pops. Good show.
Good show.
Love you.
See you Tuesday. Bad words. 8 o'clock?
8:30.
8:30 Central Standard Time. Steve Miller.
We out. Peace.